We've all heard about the horror stories of pit bulls, right?
Yeah.
Just times that pit bulls attack their owners, attack people walking on the streets while they're being walked, and it's randomly and for no reason. Like Christy Marie of Florida, who owned a pit bull. It was her best friend. One day, her boyfriend came over and the dog attacked it for no reason. So he shot and killed the dog.
Oh, God.
The dog could have been protecting its owner or something, protecting the house. We don't know, but now that dog is dead because, for what reason? For no reason, maybe. So today, by listening to what I have to tell you and doing what I say, you'll be able to help right a terrible wrong in the world, and you could be saving innocent dogs' lives and giving them a chance to show that their reputation of being fighting dogs isn't always true. Pit bulls are ending up dead or in the pound or harmed because the fear that people have and the wrongful reputation that they own. But by adopting pit bulls as puppies, simply, you could be saving them all, or some of them. People think that pit bulls are born to attack and they're born fighters, but really they're not.
Damn right.
So the problem today is that pit bulls are being harmed every day. There are thousands of pit bulls in shelters, and Emily Weiss said, the ratios are unchanged in 2016 from 2015, with dogs labeled as pit type holding steady at 19% of the total intake, talking about shelters. And she said this on spcapro.org, which was later updated on May 19th, 2017. Not only are dogs or pit bulls being shoved into shelters, but they're also being put down without even a chance of being adopted because their adoption rate is so low. John McAuliffe said, dogs labeled as pit bulls languish in animal shelters more than 3 times longer than differently labeled breeds. And he said this on the citylab.com, which was last updated on March 23rd of 2016. The reason that pit bulls are so harmed is because of humans' fear of the breed, and that's because of the stereotypes that they were given. People are scared sometimes that the dog will attack them or just attack other people and they won't be able to do anything about it, and then they'll get in trouble for it, or their dog will get injured. People are also scared because of the myths that label the dogs as born fighters, as I mentioned earlier. And there's a myth that they have the ability to lock their jaws in the past, so people still believe that today. They also don't know how the dog will behave if they're adopting it as an adult dog. They could have had a bad owner previously, and that's why they're in the pound, so they could be dangerous or rough. And then some pit bulls are known to have triggers. So a dog blog lists some of the triggers that pit bulls react to, which include someone being administered CPR, seeing a squirrel run up a tree, somebody running from bees, experiencing separation anxiety, somebody slamming a door, and many more. And they said this on blog.dogsbite.org, which was last updated on June 14th, 2018. So those are their triggers. But there is a way to stop the fear that people feel towards pit bulls, and there's a way to stop the stereotyping eventually in time, which is by adopting a pit bull as a puppy. So when you want a dog, if you go and get a pit bull when it's a baby, you can raise it properly and train it properly so that it won't attack and it won't be harmful to others. And then by doing this, it will eventually lead to changing people's attitudes that they feel and have towards pit bulls, which will lead to ending the stereotyping. So people think that pit bulls are born to attack, but that's not true. The dog's previous owner and how they raised or trained them when they were growing up is what will cause them to act out or act wrongfully. So pit bulls are wrongfully accused and harmed every day because people fear them because of their stereotype. But if people adopt and train pit bulls as babies or puppies, correctly, this problem can go away. And people think that pit bulls are born killers, but it all depends on how they were raised. So if pit bulls were given a chance, or more of a chance, the stereotype would be otherwise. Does anybody have any questions? Lily?
Why do you feel so passionately about this? Do you own a pit bull?
Yes, I do. I do own a pit bull. And I don't want people stereotyping them or being scared of my dog when he's not harmful at all and would never harm anybody.
Preach. Yeah.
God is good. God is good.
Great job.
That was good.